Moving like this. Oh, are we live? We are live.
Yeah, oh, finally.
Woo.
Every week it's like, are we live?
Are we live?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Okay, guys, I don't even know where I'm looking. Yes, we are looking straight ahead today. Look, guys, we actually got great lighting for you today.
Yes, first time in forever.
Last week we looked at it and was horrible. Sorry. So we thought we'd make up for it this week and got you a
proper
table
setup. Yeah.
Lighting. So today we are going to be talking about what, Ashley?
Embarrassing moments while eating hot
pot.
Is it herbal chicken?
Yes, herbal chicken. Today we got herbal chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Because Ashley likes herbal chicken
and
it's good for you. So I'm going to go around here. So today we have, I'm not sure if you guys can see, so I'm going to just get bring it up. So we've got some veggies, exciting times ahead. Veggies. We've got Ashley's favorite,
enoki mushrooms.
And then we've got we've got some oyster mushrooms there, and we've got some bok choy. Good stuff, guys. And then we also got some tofu. We've got some fish cakes. We've got, I don't know, all sorts of stuff in here, all goodies. Some yummy, delicious stuff. Oh, I had an accent just before, so there we go.
Let's talk about that.
Your turn, Ashley.
We have some.
Oh, we got some noodles.
Oh, there's some
egg noodles.
Here we have some beef,
Scotch fillet, I think.
Fillet. And then we have a whole array of seafood. So we have some squid, we have fish and scallops.
Yes.
Is that?
Squid, scallops, we've got rockling and little cuttlefish.
Oh, look.
They look tiny and cute. Oh, we're dripping everywhere. Whoopsie. Lucky we got that. Okay. Oh, we're so hungry, guys. We're just going to dig in, okay?
So do you want to start with adding in something?
Yep, let's add in. So I'm going to add in some of these fish balls, some tofu. We better go easy, because we're really hungry. So you know what's going to happen when we're hungry? We're going
to put a whole bunch
in,
and then we're actually not going to eat any of it.
Look at this tofu, guys. These are really yummy.
I'm going to put 2 of these in.
Check this one. Check these out when you guys are next at the Chinese grocery stores.
I love
they got
those
really
ones.
Good texture.
And
okay, and we're going to have some. These are deep fried fish balls. Aren't they cute? They're tiny. There we go. We'll put some in. Let's see.
Okay. That's it.
I'm just going to put 4 in. Oh,
and for drink, we have, what is it? Pomegranate and lychee homemade soft drink today.
Woohoo! Cheers, Ashley. Oh, we're so busy. I haven't been checking to see who's on. So rude. Ooh. All right, let's start eating. Oh, there we go. Bring it up.
Okay, and then what we do is we just completely move it.
There you go. Oh, I'm going to do without you, Ashley.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, guys, welcome to Hot Pot with Bec N Ash.
Yeah.
Hi, Lucy.
I'm gonna grab some noodles.
Here's some noodles for you.
Oh, do I put it in or do I just?
Nah, you don't need to put it in. I will just finish cooking. Yeah, I'll get some for you. Here you go. So these egg noodles, we actually cooked them
beforehand.
Let's put this on high because it was on low. Oh, watch one. We got gnocchis. Oh, oyster. These are oyster mushrooms, guys. Look.
So good.
Nice and white. How's your week been, peeps? How's your weekend, Ashley?
How has my week been? Pretty good, yeah. I've been having lots of fun this week. I set up the Depop store this week.
What's that? Can you tell us what that is?
Basically, I was cleaning out my room and then I realized, I have so much clothes that I don't wear. So I was looking to see where I could sell them. And I was going to do Etsy, but Etsy's fees are super, super high. So I was looking other places and I found this app called Depop, which looks really good. So I spent a few days just setting up a wall and doing lighting and taking pictures, and I have a few listings on there. So go check out my shop on Depop. It's called Let Us Adore.
What?
Let Us Adore.
Oh yeah, that sounds like English now. Let Us Adore, is it? All right, we'll put in the link so you guys can have a look at Ashley's new business venture. Well done, Ashley. So is this one a cheaper version, or is it easier than all the other platforms you're on? Or?
I think it's from all the websites I read, it's the most used for clothing specifically. And I think the market is smaller, because if I were to do on eBay, I think it's too big, whereas that it's more condensed and people are constantly looking for clothes. And it's very much like a social media app in that there's followers and you can like things and stuff like that. So I think it's good that I'm familiar with that site as well.
Beautiful. Well, we're excited to see what's going to come out of it.
Me too.
Yay. All right, have some Scotch fillet.
Oh, yes.
Oh, we're so hungry. Soup. Yes, I just got soup to myself. So our dipping sauce, I have homemade satay and soy sauce with my hot pot dipping.
And I just have some good old fish sauce. Hi,
Cookie. How are you guys? Oh my god.
Is it good?
The beef is so good with the satay.
I'm looking for the beef.
You're supposed to hold on to it, my love.
Oh,
how
quickly does it cook?
So quick. Just get one. So just one piece. I cut it like that. Yep.
Thank you.
And you dip it in, and you literally wait for it to change color, and you take it out.
Okay.
Oh, this tofu is amazing.
The long ones.
Oh, I've got some lotus root thing. I don't know, vegetable. And we also have little colleagues. I wish you guys are here to enjoy with us.
Oh, it smells so good, guys. Is that enough?
Yeah. Let's see how the colours changed. All right, we better put the low on thing on low.
Okay, let me try some of the soup for the first time. Soup and
enoki mushrooms are the best in soups. Actually, they're the best in everything.
Oh, boiling. Oh, it's so good, guys. It's not like heavy at all. So good. Just what we needed. Scotch billet's amazing.
Wow. Your chair. So good.
Everything's so good.
So today we are going to be talking about embarrassing moments.
Exposing ourselves a little.
Being vulnerable. That's what people call it, actually.
Okay.
Oh, you go first.
Oh. Embarrassing stories. I have so many.
Good. Name one.
It's not really embarrassing. I mean, it is kind of embarrassing. But it's like clear in my memory. So I remember my very first day of middle school, and we had to get our email set up, but I had a violin lesson during when that was happening. So I had to go to the head of middle school by myself. And then he said, okay, type in your name. And then I typed it in and realized, oh, I spelled it wrong. Then I realized my very first impression on the head of middle school was me spelling my name wrong. And it's not, and
Ashley? So how you spell it?
It was like AHSL. I was just really nervous for some reason. And then I was rushing, and then he's like, what's your name? And I was like, Ashley. And he pointed to it, and I was like, oh, that's wrong. And he's like, you don't know how to spell your name? I was like, oh, no, I know how to spell my name. I promise, sir. I just.
You never told me that.
Yeah, I didn't.
No, you didn't. You must have tried to keep it.
I don't.
So there you go, guys. Hey, Jam. Hi, Jasmine. Okay, my turn then. Hey, embarrassing moments. Okay, I have so many. I just have to pick which one. Hang on, excuse me, guys. Okay, I think you guys know I'm really bad at driving. Really bad, right? There is so many embarrassing moments, but I'll tell you one. So I think a couple of years ago, it's not even 20 years ago. It's a couple of years ago. So embarrassing.
Oh my god. I'm so scared. What happened?
Anyway.
What happened? This better be good. This
I'm
better
so
not build
embarrassing.
up.
Anyway, a couple of years ago, normally. I can't believe I did that.
What?
Anyway, a couple of years ago, Grandma and I went shopping, and normally Grandma would drive, as in Phil's mum, Grandma, not my mum, because she can't drive. There's a reason why she can't drive. Same reason why I shouldn't be driving. Anyway, so normally she would be driving, but that day I was in my car. I think we had the we actually, this was a few years back, because we didn't have the we had the, what was it before this one, the Mazda.
Oh, I don't remember anything before the Mazda.
Oh, we had the Commodore. So we had that car, and I never drive because Phil doesn't. Everyone I know drives me around. So that day I drove it because Grandma would not drive a car that's not hers. So we drove to Footscray. I hate Footscray because it's always so packed, so many cars, and there's a lot of Asian drivers like myself who drives there. Anyway, we were there early, thank God, and we just happened to need to go into this grocery store, and there was only one spot, which is really good, but I had to parallel park. I don't know if you guys know what parallel parking means, but for me, it's impossible. And it was on the corner. It's like such a sharp corner. I had this big Holden with a fat ass, trying to fit myself into this little, well, maybe it wasn't that little, but for me it was little. I literally needed 2 spaces, and I literally was going in and out, and the people, the shop owners were watching me going in like 10 times. And then it was so painful. I was like literally sweating. I was like, oh my God. And my mom-in-law was sitting right next to me, and we call her Grandma Jim. And she was just like, she got up to a bit where she was like, okay, how about you get out of the car and I'll just do it, okay? And I'm like, oh my God, this is the saddest moment of my
Grandma
life.
had to do it for you.
And then, you know what she did? So I went out of the car. All these people were watching us because I've been trying to do for the past, I don't know, 10 times.
Oh my God.
So she went out, and get this. Grandma went in one go.
Oh
She
my
parallel
God.
parked in one go in my big Holden Commodore. And she's this little woman. She's smaller than me. And all the people were like they were so shocked because, well, I couldn't do it. And Grandma, who was like in her 70s, could do it. So, guys, I just want you to know that is why I don't drive.
That is so sad.
Because I have a lot of sad moments like that in my driving history. So, Ashley, when you're ready to go learn how to drive, I'm not going to be your teacher, okay, sweetie?
Oh, I sure hope not.
I remember one time. Ashley was tiny. She was probably about 6, 7 years old. And I was taking her somewhere, and I was reversing the car. And I'm like, oh my God, what's that noise? And then she's like, Mom, is that the reverse parking? Oh. And she's like, do you know how to drive, Mum? Maybe Dad needs to drive. Oh my God. Anyway, for those who know me, my driving experiences has been memorable.
Let me think. I have so many. I just can't think of one right now.
Oh, maybe you need to eat. So many. Oh my goodness. If you guys have some really embarrassing moments, share with us.
Yes, please.
This is such a good time to actually have a few laughs, and it's so good to laugh at yourself, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
yes. That sounds like a good one.
yes.
Tell me.
Clear.
Tell us.
You were involved in it.
Ooh. Maybe not. Think about it.
Okay, so I remember it was again in year 5.
Yes.
Why did it all happen? Anyways, it was in year 5, so first year of middle school, and it was nap plan. I remember, I think that was like the second year we had iPads or something, and our iPads were on like the ground next to us, so we couldn't use them while doing the nap plan.
Mm-hmm.
And then halfway through it, Mum rang me. She just FaceTiming me during the nap plan class. And then I remember I didn't know what to do because I ended the call and she kept calling me. And I kept ending it. She kept calling me. And then my teacher was looking at me like, are you cheating? I was like, no, it's just she's calling me. And then you stopped. And then like after school, I was like, Mom, why did you call me? I got in so much trouble. And you were like, because I thought it was your lunchtime. I want to ask how you were going. And I was like, what? It was like in the morning though, and I was like, what is happening?
Oh, excuse me, guys.
I thought someone died or something because you were calling me so much. Oh.
No, honey. That's what happened. That's not embarrassing at all.
Yes, it is. I got in trouble in front of everyone. Okay, nap plan. Everyone is silent.
True.
Everyone is silent, and all you hear is pens going, and it's ring, 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 and then turn it off. Ring, 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 ring.
All right.
And again, this is.
All right. Okay. Yes, it could be embarrassing.
It could be.
Hi, honey. Oh yes, I have someone who's been driving who I drove and can't even speak. Drove around, and yeah, they do get scared with me being the driver. But I think I'm quite safe. I just can't park.
That's a very integral part of driving.
I don't like to change lanes. You know, I think everyone should stick to your own lane. Stop changing lanes. It confuses people, and it's dangerous.
Okay.
Oh, so good, guys. Hotpot is so good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, oh god. So much food. Oh, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's so many bags in my bag. My goodness. Should we talk? Oh, okay. This is really bad, and this is something that it was embarrassing, and it was like really, really bad on my part.
Oh no.
So I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this before, and I want to know if you have, because at least let me know that I'm not the only one this has happened to. Anyway, when I was around about 21, 22, after uni, Taylor and I opened our own business in Sydney. We moved up there, and we opened a Photoshop. Do you guys remember what Photoshops are? Actually, we have no idea. Before digital came on, there was analog. And people had to, when they took photos, they actually had to go to a place to get it processed so you can see prints, you can see photos, right? So we went into that business. It was in Glenmore Park, so it was around about 40 minutes from Green Valley, and Green Valley is like 40 minutes from the city, so it's like an hour something from the city. Anyway, I was there for a year, and Taylor and I did that business together. It was a lot of fun, and I remember one time, and I was really bad at developing photos. That was Taylor's job. She was always really good at all that stuff. I was just customer service. And I remember one time there was a customer who came in, and she was wearing a coat, and a lot of our customers are new mums. That's why they come in, they take photos of their babies. We have a lot of stuff that we sell, like little trinkets and albums for mums and new bubs and stuff like that. So most of our customers are mums. And so this lady comes in, and she's walking around, and she's looking at certain things, and she's picking up her photos. And, I'm having chit chat with her, like, hey, how are you going? The normal chit chat. And then I'm like, so when are you due?
Oh no.
I know.
That's like, you can't say that.
I know. Like, I wasn't thinking. I was 21, for God's sake.
I'm 14. I know never to say that without knowing for sure.
Oh my God. And then she looked at me, and she wasn't angry or anything. She was just sad. And she's like, oh, I thought I was doing really well. I'm like, oh my God. And that moment, I really wish there was a hole that I could just, just kind of like disappear. Like just disappear, like wake up as a bad dream because, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, because she's wearing a coat.
Yeah.
So I couldn't tell, and maybe I shouldn't. And I just want to let you guys know that. And from then on, I'm happy to say that I've never asked anyone ever that question, even if I knew they were pregnant, even if they were like really big and they're 9 months pregnant or 8 months pregnant. I wouldn't even say anything unless they'll ask me to talk about babies or whatever. So I've learnt my lesson, but that for me was life changing. So that was horrible, and to this day, I feel so bad for the like. And I said, please, I think I tried to say, I don't know, I was just speechless. And she goes, oh, it's okay. I was exercising. I thought, I was doing really good, but I guess not. And even though she was trying to be nice to me, I was like, please don't. I wish you would just call me a bitch and just walk out. Would have been easier to deal with. Oh my God, but she was so nice. Anyway, I don't think she came back.
I wouldn't.
Oh, it was what a disaster. But guys, that for me was, that was terrible. So I'm so sorry, but it was no, it wasn't something that I and when I said it, I was so sure. I was just like, when are you due? What is wrong with me?
That's such self-confidence to just go up to someone. Or I've heard stories of people that just go up and just touch their belly, just like,
what do you guys feel about that? Okay, this is a question to all pregnant people out there, and I think I'm guilty. No, but people I know, okay, not people I don't know, people I know that I do touch your tummy, but you got to tell me, please don't touch my tummy, but it's true. How do you guys feel about people touching your tummies? I mean, firstly, your friends and family is one thing, but strangers when they come and they're like, oh my God, baby bump. How do you guys feel about that?
I'm not pregnant and I never have been.
But
just like, I just feel so like, don't. Because I feel just like touching a stranger touching any other part of my body. I feel like it's even worse because it's my baby. I'm not judging anyone, but me personally, I just don't like when people touch me anyways. So just to imagine I have an extension of myself. No, thank you.
It's your baby. So I guess, people come protective as well. So, Jam, I guess you've never done something like that before, huh? Hi, Christy. Hi, Taylor. Yes, everyone is unanimous in saying never ever ask people that question.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. So, yeah, I had some really spectacular, embarrassing moments.
There's been heaps of times that I've like tripped over. That's not really embarrassing. Yeah. That's just me.
Being painful.
It's just excuse me. This happens all the time.
Have you ever had like toilet paper stuck up your bum at school? Or have you ever had your zip undone? Oh my God, I'll tell you a story.
No, I haven't had that. But one time, our school shorts are like bright blue and the front it's not bad. I mean, it's not great, but they're bright blue and it has like the logo on the front. And that day I wore my shorts inside out and wrong way around. And it was like
that's embarrassing.
Okay, but the thing is, I just remember no one told me.
I know. Why did people not tell you? Like
no one told me.
Why did people not tell you when you have a booger down your nose?
Or like
it doesn't matter. Just tell us if there's boogers come out of a nose, if there's something stuck in our teeth. Is something stuck in my teeth, Ashley?
I don't know.
Okay, good.
Tell us. Certainly. And then I remember no one told me, and I came home and.
Sorry, we got 2 cameras on.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have 2 cameras on. One so you want to see the food, and one if you want to see our beautiful faces.
Yeah, how'd you guys liking that? Does it look good? We're trying something new. Well, actually not we. Bill's trying something new. Oh, it's gone now. because we wanted you guys to enjoy the food with us.
Let's try some of the chicken. Can I try some of the
Yeah,
chicken?
that's why I put in there. You love chicken.
I certainly do.
So we want you guys to see the food as we're eating. Oh, wow, it's working. Wow, that is a genius. Look, now you can see our hot pot. Amazing.
So good. Oh, I got my throat.
Hello, Ing.
Oh my god, the chicken just falls apart in your mouth.
Isn't it? This is so yummy. This hot pot is so, and you feel good eating it.
You don't feel like guilty or gross
or sluggish. I think because we're all really taking some responsibilities, right, for our health. I mean, you guys have been doing the chlorotine thing for the last, I don't know, month now.
Yeah,
6
I
weeks.
think more than that.
How are you fighting her regime? She's full on though, man. I don't know if I can
I
survive
love it because it's super high intensity all the time. Kill me.
It is so good.
But how we survive it is we throw on some like movies or something, so that's kind of like the background ish. But,
I think you guys have a really good way. So Ashley does it with Corey and Zane, and they do it together, and they put it on when they're watching a movie. So they watch a movie and they do the exercise at the same time, which is I think is amazing. And just try to utilize your time so well and trying to be productive when you're watching a movie. So maybe you guys try the next time. Yeah. Oh, the fish.
No, this is squid.
Oh, squid.
Can I try it?
Yeah. You know when squid is cooked? When it's opaque.
Okay.
Mm.
Just like chicken.
Yeah. This is really fresh squid, guys. Really yummy. Really fresh, right?
So good. Dipped in them.
Hi, Anne. How are you? Oh, Perthians. Hello. We miss you guys. We wish we were there because at least we'd be roaming around and go to the parks and the restaurants and dining out. But look, we're dining here with everyone online. That's how desperate we are. Wow. So good. Want to knock the mushrooms, Ashley?
Oh, sorry about that, guys. That was just burnt my mouth.
No. Drink water, baby. What haven't I eaten? Hey, where? Oh, yes. I haven't had this yet.
The fish bowl?
Yeah.
It's good. I like it.
So good. Where are we going this week? We're going to Taiwan, huh?
Taiwan, yes. I'm so excited for that.
We're going to be making our own bubble tea. And beef noodle, yeah?
Yep. Taiwanese beef noodle.
Yeah.
The noodle and the broth, right?
We're gonna make noodles ourselves. What are they called? Hand pulled noodles, guys. Oh, this is so good. This is deep fried fish cake sort of thing.
Yeah.
Wow. So good. Yeah, a little bit longer, baby.
Whose turn is it?
My turn. Yeah, because you had the inside shorts.
Oh, yeah. That was
Anyway,
a fun time.
Okay, this one is really embarrassing for me. I had something similar, but maybe a little bit worse.
Oh, man.
So when I was where was I doing? Oh, this is when I was living in Sydney. I was flying back and forth to Melbourne and I remember it was I was working at freight forwarding. Jem, you remember the freight forwarding days? Yeah. Anyway, I was working for AGS, and I left because I went to open my own business in Sydney. Anyway, they had a Christmas party and they were so nice. They invited me back. Thank you, Marty Kim. She organised to fly me back for the Christmas party. Anyway, so it was just literally an overnight thing. I'll fly in that day. We have the Christmas party, stay overnight, and then the next morning I will fly back out because we work 7 days at the photo shop. So it was called New Image Photo. That was our business. Anyway, so I had to work the next day. So Taylor only gave me one day off, which was a Saturday, and then she said I have to be back on Sunday so I could work. So anyway, the party, we had a great time. Then in the next morning, drove to the airport in a frenzy. I was late. I woke up late. I was wearing these, I don't know, green pants. I remember, and I had a suit jacket on, I think. And I remember I was waiting at the. I checked myself in. Thank God, I looked like a mess. And then I was just wondering, and the guy who served me, he's looking at me like he wanted to say something, but he didn't. Yeah, he didn't say anything to me. Anyway, so I was walking around, and then I went to the toilet, and I noticed that my zipper was undone, and I was wearing red undies.
How undone?
Like, if I can see, do you think people walking around? Do you not see? It wasn't even like white or black. It was red. It was red undies, and I was walking around the airport, and I had my zip undone. Yeah. So next time, if you guys see anyone with the zip undone, please. And no one told me. This is how funny it is. No one came and said, "Hey, Miss, hey, it's undone." No one said that. Not even. I was in the toilet, for God's sake. Do you know what I mean? And that's when I noticed, oh my God, my zips have been undone all this time. And it was red undies.
I think I would die. I would die of embarrassment right then and there.
I just thought, you know what? I'm going to live in Sydney forever.
I'm not going to come back.
No. But you know, you get over it. You know what we learned from Dale Carnegie? You just have to remember, is it going to matter in a year's time, in 2 months' time, 3 months' time? And obviously, it didn't matter after a while. But then it was so embarrassing. I went as red as my knickers. I reckon that's how red I was.
Oh my God.
Oh, what do you do, right?
Oh.
What?
I can't think of anything right now.
Hi, Gina. How are you, darling? You guys are so good at bike riding and all your outdoorsy stuff. Well done. And the kids are so big now.
I just.
Okay, you remembered something embarrassing,
I
hey?
think it was last year. Yes, last year camp. Oh, that was such a good camp. Basically, the campsite was in the middle of a mountain. And it was gorgeous, and we both rode to the very top of the mountain so we could see the sunrise. Beautiful. And then the lady brought up tea and cookies for us to eat.
Oh, beautiful.
And it was just one of like the best moments in my life. It was so gorgeous. But basically, how it is it's the one of the tracks is very thin, and one of it on this side is obviously the mountain. So it just is nothing. You will fall. And then on the other side, there's like a tiny river for like fishies. And then I was having a cookie in one hand, and I was riding the bike in another, and I was like in the middle of the line. Yeah, so
you were riding a bike or having a cookie?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
And I used to be able to ride with one hand really well. At that time I haven't ridden a bike in like a year or something like that. So I was like, and then it was like also mixed with the scariest one in my life. So I put the cookie in my mouth, but I mistimed when I was gonna put this back on, so I missed it, and I swerved this way to the very edge of the mountain. And then I got my hand back and I swerved this way, but then I fell into the pond, just right into the pond.
That wasn't embarrassing. That was scary.
It was frightening, but it was so embarrassing because I was just in there, and then because it's really narrow, it's small and narrow, so I was just in there like this, and with my feet up in there, and everyone stopped. Everyone looked at me
and kept going.
No, obviously, everyone stopped, and everyone came and like, "Oh, you can right here, I'm fine." But this was at the very beginning. So we still had the whole mountain to go. So I was just riding back, soaking wet, so embarrassed, and then half of my group were my friends, and they were teasing me. They were like, "You could have died because of the cookie." Man, I was I was like,
I hope the cookie was worth it, Ashley.
It was a really good cookie, guys. Oh my God, that was so embarrassing. My face got so red. and it was like my whole entire class. And at
Oh
that
my
time,
God.
I didn't know everyone like I wasn't friends with everyone. So I think, and I was just like, oh, there's so many.
Want to change school?
It's so bad. That's so
Guys, absolutely my favorite part of the squid is the head. Who loves the head?
See, I like the tentacles the best.
So yummy. Oh, let me have a quail egg. Quail egg, guys, they're little tiny eggs. So perfect for hot pot. Quantity size, so good. All right, today we were going to talk about embarrassment, but there's one thing that we want to talk about, which Anna Ashley is so passionate. Mulan. Who's watched the new Mulan? I know, Jem, you've watched the new Mulan. Hi, Lynn. Hi, here. Haven't been seeing you guys for ages. Hi, Amy. Mulan, who has watched it? We've just seen it this weekend. I think it's on Disney
Plus
as
for
well.
an extra $30 though.
For an extra $30. So okay. So we're not gonna be a spoiler. Oh, maybe we.
How do we spoil? We can't not spoil it.
So what do we want to do?
So okay, this is for everyone. This is a reference. Spoilers
Spoilers
now.
alert.
So if you don't want to see spoilers, so this is for YouTube. If you don't want to see spoilers, click to this time frame, and that will not be spoilers. Whatever I put here when I edit it.
Yeah. So we'll talk about it now, right?
Yes. Now we can talk about it. So one more time, guys. Mulan live action spoilers and cartoon if you haven't watched it. But.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go into right now. So we've all seen the cartoon and we love it. We love the story.
One of my favorite Disney princess movies of all time.
There's love, there's action, and there's everything we love about it all packed into one. And the characters are just so
like memorable,
relatable, right?
Yeah.
So relatable. And we love Mulan because she was relatable to us. Okay. So now the live action. Let's go back. I'm going to talk about the good stuff.
I'm going to talk about.
She's going to be the bad cop.
Yeah.
Because we both love Mulan, the cartoon. So I'm going to say the good thing about this one is that they didn't try to do exactly the same. So I have to
like applaud them.
Yeah, I have to applaud them to try and take it to another sort of like another direction. I felt that this one was more about her relationship with her dad and her heritage. And it went deeper into that part more than the new relationships with her soldier friends and her love interest, whatever else. And there are some amazing fighting scenes. It was just great to watch, and her relationship with the dad and how I suppose how they illustrated that. I felt a connection with that one. And their fighting scenes are really cool to watch. Fighting scenes, but there is no. I'm gonna get Ashley now. Will take over of why.
Wait, one thing also, the
cinematography.
Yeah, is gorgeous because I know that a lot of the scenes were shot in real life. So, and you can tell, especially if you compare it to the other live actions where a lot of it is just editing. If you look at the Mulan, the sets are just gorgeous. It's beautiful, and you can really see that they went to China and shot some of the scenes there. But the contrasting to that, the scale of it was really small, which was
disappointing.
I understand because, of course, China's huge. You're never going to get all of it.
Yeah, but there's some other movies that have done a greater job. Like, if you're the king, you're going to have thousands of soldiers taking care of you, not 10.
And this is Disney we're talking about.
10? Seriously?
And not just that. Even, like, some of the village scenes, you can only see, like, only a few houses or just, like, certain scenes like that. But, like, the opening scene where she's fighting on the grass is gorgeous.
Where she's fighting?
Training on the grass. Like the very, very beginning scene.
But they miss out the scene that is epic in that movie. The pole scene, Ashley.
Okay. So now I'm going to get into my personal cons of Mulan. Okay. This is not saying that it is a bad movie at all. I think it's a great movie. It's just that, like, watching it, you'll like it. but I just can't help but compare it to the original.
Mhm.
And to me, I don't think anything will live up to that in that sense. But I just think that they missed out some key elements that I thought were the core of the original Mulan.
Yep.
That I just felt they erased completely, and in some cases they replaced it with something
irrelevant.
Yeah.
Like, just take it out. Don't worry about replacing it.
One thing I quite liked about it was the villain.
Oh yeah,
like,
which one?
The
There was two.
witch, the crow lady. I liked her. I thought she was cool as heck, and
but I think the way she died was pretty lame.
I hated that. I feel like that happens all the time. I think
she
that
pretty much
was
took over the whole freaking world, and then she died.
That was a forced. I think that was a forced not recovery arc. Redemption. I think that was a forced redemption arc.
It was just rushed. It had to be more than that. She needed to get in a bit earlier. But anyway, the character building I think was a bit weak, Ashley.
Yeah,
like the love interest, I didn't feel any chemistry.
Like one thing they took out, I keep thinking his name is Li Shang, but I'm not sure if it is. In the original, he was the love interest as well as the soldier. And he was one of my favorite characters in it, just because I think he was very consistent, and I
and we love him, man. Secretly, we want to marry him. And this one, too weak.
But the thing is, with this one, they didn't have that character. Yeah. They basically split him into two, in that his two main goals, there was a commander and there was a love interest, but they were separate. And I think because they were separate, one, their motivations were weaker, and two, their characters themselves felt weaker.
Jem totally agrees with us. We knew you would agree, Jem. And it's just like, and like the movie's good. If you never watched the cartoon Mulan, I think you would enjoy it as for what it is. But I think music is such a big element in these movies. The music, there was only one tune going throughout the movie. At least give it a few. I don't know. Give it something, a new feel to it if you want to take it to another, another direction. But all in all, what would you give it? You didn't watch it, did you? You hated it so much. Did you watch it?
I did. I watched half of it.
Oh, okay.
But I couldn't. I
couldn't stomach it.
Okay, one thing. Okay, a few more things.
Yeah.
Just a few. I already explained to this during dinner with Dad, so he knows exactly what I'm talking about. But one thing that I really, really didn't like, and that my heart cannot settle, is the chi. The use of chi in this movie.
Can you explain that?
So basically, the way chi works in this movie is that it's a you're born with it. You're born with chi, and that means you're basically amazing at redirecting energy. And it is thought that only males are born with chi. So if women have chi and use it, they are disgraced. That's the premise of that. And then she uses that. She trained with that all her life, and when she did go to the training camp, she used the chi, and she was amazing at everything really, really quick. And I didn't like that at all, because my favorite thing about Mulan is that she's a nobody. She didn't go out to be a soldier for pride or because she wanted notoriety. She did it for love, because she didn't want her dad to go. And she just
did it. She didn't have a cheat. She just
did it. She
became a warrior, right?
Yeah. And my favorite scenes were those training scenes, because you can see how much work she put into it and how hard she tried, and you see the payoff later.
Yeah.
But now in this movie,
she was born with it.
She was born with it.
She was just hiding it. She didn't have a chance to unleash it.
She was training with her dad the whole time, so it was almost like she was preparing for war her whole life. Whereas this Mulan, it was kind of like a thing of the moment, the spur of the moment thing, and because of that, I think you can see that it was truly at the bottom of her heart that she really felt was the right thing to do. And another thing is really simple, really, really simple. The hair cutting scene in Reflection. That is one of my favorite shots in any Disney movie of her going.
Oh yeah.
And I think the reason why that, personally, how I interpret it, I may be reading too much in it, but you know, Disney always puts stuff in their movies. So this is how I think of it. I think of the hair as like the very last, that final commitment. Because if she cuts her hair, but she decides to stay, her parents will know what she did.
Mm-hmm.
Her whole town will know what she did. She'll be disgraced, and her dad will still have to go.
Yeah.
So I think, and her cutting it is also her letting go and trying to fully immerse herself into
becoming.
Yeah, and her mindset is, she's so fully committed to what she's about to do.
Yeah.
And I think that hair cutting scene really just embodies that.
And I think it's a way of her saying goodbye, and that she's not going to come back, because you know, it just seems like
it's so final.
Yeah, that's right. But
they didn't have that. But I think I understand why, because the scenes of her taking off the hair and hair blowing in the wind was gorgeous in the real movie.
Yeah.
But I think it's also, I think it's also just like a cautionary detail. What if your helmet gets knocked off and then you have this whole hair?
That's right.
It's just.
And the one last thing was the dragon and the phoenix.
Oh,
so they replaced the dragon with the phoenix, and of course the dragon in the cartoon is a character. He's probably one of the most favorite characters. He's like Olaf. Is it Olaf? Olaf. Frozen fans, I apologize. Olaf in Frozen, right? So he's like this character that is synonymous to Mulan, and he's not there in this one, and he's replaced with a non-speaking bird, you know, that just flies around with her. So that's another thing that you have to prepare for. If you guys want to watch Mulan, I just think that you guys should understand that it is a Disney movie. So they've kind of like, I suppose they kind of like condensed a few things like Jem said, and they've taken, they've replaced some characters with that. So you're just going to have to take it forward. A new movie. Yeah. Don't compare it to the old one, because I don't think it's meant for that.
Yeah. The thing is, which I think was a mistake, I watched reviews of the movie before I watched the movie, which obviously planted a seed in my head.
Yeah, for sure.
I think even if I haven't watched it, I think I would have thought the same thing.
You would have been crying. Okay. You'd be Debo.
Oh yeah, I just because again, Mulan is my second favorite Disney princess movie.
And that's how I felt when they did Terminator 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Beauty and the
8,
Beast live
whatever.
action.
Oh my god, they totally trashed that movie. Seriously, like why? Anyway,
we're not going to talk about that today. We're not opening that one.
Yeah, we're going to be here for hours, and I think other people are as passionate as us about it. But yeah, so that's our take on Mulan, guys, because I know that it came out on the weekend or a few days, and you guys would have seen it. So I would just want to know how you guys felt about it. You know, do you guys think the same as us, or you don't really care? You know, and I just really, I felt like this Mulan didn't show her vulnerability as much. Like, you know, she was just so stiff,
stoic.
Was she stiff? She was stiff.
Yeah,
she's a little bit stiff. Yeah. I don't know. She tried to make some jokes. I don't know what that wasn't even funny.
Oh, like just some of the emotional hits in the original didn't come through in this one at all. Like, I keep saying my favorite scene. Just this whole movie is my favorite. But anyways, one of my other favorite scenes is when Shang-Li finds. Okay. So it was like a really...
Hi, Connie.
They were having like a really fun time at training camp, and they were bonding.
Yeah.
And then right after that, you get the... Oh my god, this hotpot's catching up to me. You get the juxtaposition of a completely torn up village, and you see one of the soldiers bring Li Shang his father's helmet. And then you see... You see Mulan pick up a child's doll from the ground. And that is one of my favorite scenes, and I think one of the most heart-hitting scenes, because it shows that they're there to fight now. It's not all fun and games anymore.
Yeah,
they
it's real.
are the last line of they are their first line of defense now.
Yeah.
And you also get that sense that, oh my god, Li Shang, he just lost his dad, and now he has to now train these apparently untrainable idiots into become warriors.
Yeah.
And then right after that,
they didn't show that on this one.
Yeah, and even though you do get that scene, it's
Not like
because the relationships aren't built as good as they were in the original. You don't feel it as hard as you did in the original.
Thank you, Connie. She loves a hot pot.
And I just felt that was one thing that was really just missing, just that punch. Like every scene, I think just needed that little bit of.
Yeah, I think in a movie, regardless of cinematography or props or storyline, I think character building and the chemistry between the actors is so important.
Yeah,
and it's so hard to do, right? And it's so important. And after watching thousands of movies, it seems, because that's what we've been doing as a family and individually, there's just one fundamental part from a good movie to a great movie, or from a crappy movie to a good movie, is characters, is the relationship, and it's just a bonding. And I think that's hard to do, right?
Yeah.
One of the hardest things is you can't fake stuff like that. I mean,
Exactly.
Good actors can.
Yeah.
Of course, they do that all the time, but I guess that's a missing piece.
Because like I've watched some simple movies with the simplest premise, but I'm so entranced with the characters, and I'm just so immersed in the life and just
we just introduced it to I Am Sam, which was made 19 years ago with Sean Penn and Michelle Pfeiffer. We haven't seen it for so long, and my God, we're all crying like babies.
I think you understand how. If I had mascara and streaks down my face.
And she was yelling at us, you thought it was a feel-good movie. This is terrible.
We purpose, because it was yesterday or the day before?
We watched on Saturday.
Saturday, right?
Yeah, Saturday.
And then I just remember we weren't feeling like anything too crazy emotional, but we weren't feeling like action, or just a nice comedy or like a feel-good movie. Mom and Dad were like, oh, I know a feel-good movie. I know one. And Dad has been talking about I Am Sam for ages, so we were like, okay, let's put this on. Yeah. And we put it on, and we watched it, and I cried buckets. Yes. I cried actual buckets.
Straight for the back when the baby was born. And she was on a swing with her dad, and it's like, Lucy in the sky.
I cried so much. I cried so much.
Lucy in the sky, and she's like, oh my God.
And because all the friends were getting.
Even Zane started tearing up.
And Zane, endgame spoilers. Zane didn't even cry when Iron Man died, and he got teared up by that.
I think everyone by this time, if they haven't watched Endgame,
that's your problem.
They need to have a spoiler. Where's the romantic scene? Connie. Hi, Jing. How are you? So, yeah, anyway, if you want to talk about movies to us, we can talk to you till the cows come home, because we absolutely enjoy movies. We appreciate people who do movies. We appreciate the actors. I was just editing my video just last night. Swear. I only had probably an hour's worth of footage. And I pretty much spent all night, and now I've got 2 minutes for footage, which I'm not even finished. And all I did was cutting the scenes. I haven't edited, I haven't added colors, haven't added anything. I'm just cutting. And it's taking me all night. So kudos to you guys who's out there making amazing movies. Ashley, are you going to do that for us? Oh, she realized. Boo.
That's not where my
I want to have a cool director in our family. Oh,
you're the cool director.
No, honey.
You direct.
I just told you.
You direct. That's editing. That's not directing.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh yeah. See, I can't even tell the difference. But we love movies.
I'm so glad that we have the ability to appreciate that medium of art, because again, like I wanted to be a director when I was little. So I have a lot of, like, in the back of my head, just this random field of knowledge that every time I watch a movie, I feel like I can analyze it in a different way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I just can't imagine watching it from the point of view where it's like where you don't, because I know that's people just put movies.
You mean the technical side of things?
Not just that, but how people just put movies on just to have it on, not
Not
to
to
watch
watch
the
it.
story and to
Mm.
experience it. And I just think that's such an integral part of watching a movie.
Absolutely.
And to be able to feel what they're feeling, even though I think I get a bit too.
Oh, Ashley cries every scene.
Yeah, it's so.
It's alright, honey. It's good to let things out.
Well, I was just thinking that I was
You're like your dad, so it's okay.
I don't think Dad cries as much as I do.
Oh, I'll be worried if he did.
No, I'm kidding.
You want some of my drink? Yes, I'm Sam with Sean Penn Jam. What a classic. Well, that was fun today, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And look, our hot pot is actually gone. I didn't think we were going to finish the hot pot.
Me neither.
We definitely need some more hot pot because there's so much food here.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, if only you guys can come over, we'd love to share this with you.
It's so good.
But you know what's really good about hot pot? Hot pot is such a good meal to really have great conversations with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not to talk to the hot pot guys, but, with other people. We're so sad. But so good. And so easy to make. Because you know what? All you have to do is people will eat it. They cook it themselves. Just have the broth ready.
And the sides.
And you have any broth you want. You can have hot and sour. You can have herbal chicken. You can have just chicken, plain chicken or stock. Anything.
Can I have some? I finished.
Yes, you can have some of my drink. Yeah. Actually, it's very passionate when it comes to movies.
Weirdly passionate.
Hello, Twee. Congratulations on your baby and your 40th birthday. Cheers to you, girl. Can't wait to see you. Oh, my God. I want to see the baby.
Huh.
He looks so big and chubbers, and his hands.
His
Oh,
hands.
goodness,
I
so
love baby's
big.
hands. 28.
Oh, I think I ate all the... While you were talking, I was eating.
Oh.
I think I ate all the quail eggs. What else do you want? You want any of this over here?
I'm just trying to finish what's in the pot.
Okay. What about some veggies? So, mushroom?
Yes, please.
Okay, we'll just do some veggies and we'll just finish the pot. So, ladies and gents, I hope you guys had a great week.
Mm-hmm.
What is happening for us this week? Ashley, what's on your schedule, darling?
What's on my schedule? Let me think. I'm going to read more. I can say that every single week. But
you're reading. You just finished your book and she's reading this book. What is it called?
I just finished it. It's called One of Us is Next.
One of Us is Next.
It's the sequel to One of Us is Lying. So
you can see the theme of what that's gonna be, and she was so excited by it. She couldn't put the book down.
Yeah, I think that's a thing with me is I kind of don't read for like a few months, and then when I start reading, because I really hate like just like cliffhangers just in general.
Mm-hmm.
So especially when I'm reading and I wanna I have to finish the book that day, which I did yesterday. But I literally did nothing. I just read the whole entire day. But I didn't go on my phone or my laptop, which was so relaxing.
Oh,
so I just
good.
Sat in my chair with my windows open. It was
and the
weird.
sun coming in.
The only thing was weird because the way my room is set up is my chair is here and my mirror is right in front of it. So whenever I react and look up, I'm looking at myself and I'm reacting to myself, reacting to the book. And it's a bit weird, but...
Because what we've done is this Sunday was the first Sunday we said no electronics. Unfortunately, Phil and I kind of failed at it this week on this Sunday because we had a few things that was planned. But the kids are really good. They were not on the iPads or on the phones, but we let them watch movies, which is why they kind of OD'd on it. But we want to have Sunday as family day and away from electronics. And I know a lot of people are doing that now because we are working all the time, and especially now we're working from home. We don't get the breaks that we normally would when we're working somewhere else. And so we want to stop that continuous work mode and really make conscious efforts. I can't even speak anymore. I sound like a fob just then. To really just relax and be with the family and be present. So, guys, we want to appreciate you guys for staying on for 49 minutes and 50 minutes with us and sharing our food and rambling on about movies and what we thought. But we hope that you enjoyed this session. because it's always been such a pleasure talking to you guys and sharing our experiences and our food. And Ashley and I always have fun doing this with each other. Yeah. Yeah. I can't imagine doing this with anyone else, Ashley.
I think. Can you imagine doing with Corey?
Corey is at this stage where he's like, yes, no, yummy. Corey.
Oh, that's
He's
teenage
cute.
boys for you.
He's beautiful. But yeah,
What if Corey was the oldest?
he'll be the same.
You think so?
Yeah.
Really? You think he'll be the same?
Yeah.
You think he'll be the?
Because it's not like you're that much younger than him. Like you guys are very together, like the age is very similar.
Yeah, but I'm not saying age. I'm saying like other stuff, like just being the oldest.
Maybe a little bit different, but not much.
Would I be different if I think?
No,
I think I would be a lot different if I was Corey's age. Because I would get Corey to do. Because Corey gets me to do stuff, so I would get Corey to do stuff. That's why it's like. That's what I'm.
You would, but I think you are the way you are is because of your innate qualities anyway, and that doesn't change.
It's oldest daughter syndrome. Have you heard of it?
Yes, I have. Yes,
I think I got that.
Yeah, middle child syndrome. I got that.
Oh, you have so many.
Okay, guys. We hope you guys enjoyed. And this time we got good lighting.
Yes.
Yay!
And this hot pot was so good.
So good.
If you guys get the chance to have it, please do and share and tag us.
You tag us. Oh, and now we're going on YouTube.
Yes.
So actually today, this is going straight to YouTube. Phil is amazing with technology. I think without him, I don't even know how to work the TV, for goodness sake. I'll probably get a technician to come in and do that. But he's actually, I don't know, we've got cameras and things everywhere connected. I don't know where it's going to go, but I know that we have a YouTube happening at the moment. So all our Bec N Ash is on there. So if you guys are missing out on any weeks, hop on there. It will all be downloaded on that one. But moving forward from today, it will be streamlined or streamed straight into YouTube. Okay, from Facebook, YouTube. I think that's it. Under Bec Trong, okay, my name. So you guys can find us there. And slowly we'll build that up to have great information relevant about our experiences as parents, as, I don't know, as whatever we want, just having fun, right?
Yep, doing whatever we want.
Doing whatever we want. Okay, guys, let's turn it off. And wait, I don't even know how to turn. I don't know how to turn off this Facebook Live.
Say goodbye to everyone.
Yay!
Bye, guys.
See you guys. See you next week. Oh, next week's gonna be a surprise.
Yes.
See you.
Bye.
Oh.